house of random, I wouldn't say useless, but just random stuff.
Alaska, and you're going to Chili's to sit down with the fam, and a goddamn robot pulls up and tries to serve you. You're like, excuse me. I'd like to be a gallon of milk that expires, maybe the 23rd, the 24th, instead of, maybe the 15th, the 16th. You know what I'm saying?
All right. What is up, everybody? Welcome back. If you're new, welcome. My name would be Evan. You can call me Ev, Red, Captain Redbeard, Big Red Bastard, Red Rob Zombie, Ritz Jr., D-Gen Dustin May. Fuck, we go by a whole bunch of names. But what is up, everybody? I know, here we are. This is not the studio. I repeat, this is not the studio. And this is not a drill. We finally made it. 2 months, over 2 months in I don't know what you say, building up to it or something, whatever the fuck. I don't know. I wanted to come up here since like August, and then because of scheduling, because of weather, what have you, couldn't do it, pushed it off. September, I'm like, all right, bet. I'm going to definitely be outside. Same shit happens, different day. But today, Monday, October 7th, we're out here. We did it. We're in the wild. Let me make sure we're still recording because I'm paranoid that we're not. Okay, good. But yeah, the fuck is up? Welcome. This is the outside. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first episode that we've done out of the studio. So, we're moving up in life. I have a tentative plan, a goal of mine to make the next upcoming episodes. Each week's episode is at a different location, Because now that the weather's starting to cool off a bit and it's not so. I mean, it is so. Today was like 100 and something degrees outside. But theoretically, soon, it will start to cool down. So, being able to go outside won't be such an impossible task. It won't be such a fuck you from Mother Nature. But yeah, look at this shit. This isn't the exact spot I was thinking of. I think I went a little bit too high because we're almost at like the top of the mountain now. But this spot will work. This is a dope spot. My main thing was like I wanted to have table and then the view. So it looks like we got table and a decent view. But yeah, we're out here chilling on the mountain. It's about 3:40. Yeah, about 3:40. Should I have gotten up and done this like hours ago? Yes, but we're still here. We're still doing it. Got up at 2 today. So hey, that's a new record. That's a speed run record. Um, Thankful I was supposed to. Oh, I don't even. We'll get to it. But I had a whole laundry list of shit that I wanted to do today. Thankfully, I'm off early tomorrow. Also, apologies if you guys can hear vehicles. I'm sure you can. But if you can hear vehicles in the background, it's literally because I'm like right there to the road. We're on a camping spot on the side of a mountain, but the road is still like right there. So if you hear cars in the background, that's what that is. But anyway, I was supposed to get up. I wanted to get up at like 10 or so, 10 or 11, and start doing all the shit that I needed to. I set my alarm for like 9, snoozed it, then Natty woke up at like 12, thankfully, at like noon. So that was nice because I was scared. I was like, fuck. Because I was going to hate myself if I slept the whole day away. I had this to do. I have other shit to do. So I was like, I cannot be waking up at 6 p.m. Like that it can't happen. No mas. So snoozed the alarm at 9. Natty woke up at 12. Thank fuck. But then we kind of pressed the snooze button, and I'm like, you know what? I can actually, do that tomorrow, and I could do that tomorrow. It'd actually be better to do most of that stuff tomorrow. So here we are banging out the pod today, doing this today, because technically I'm a bad boy. Technically, I didn't upload an episode for last week. So, but that's because I wanted this to be this, because on Saturday, is it Saturday? Yes. Saturday, I did the aforementioned same old, wake up at 6 p.m., hate yourself. So I had Saturday off. Yeah, because I worked Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I had Saturday off. Woke up at 6 p.m. and I was like, well, fuck, there goes going up to the mountain to record something. So I was kicking myself in the ass for that. And then I was like, all right, well, I work I work Sunday, so I better bang out the podcast. I work 2 to 10 on Sunday, so I better bang out the podcast before that. And then I kind of kicked the can. I was like, do I want to fucking record a podcast tonight? I'm like, nah, not really. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll wake up on Sunday. I'll get up at like, I'm not in until 2. I'll get up at like 10 on Sunday. And then I'll bang out the pod. And then worst comes to worst, I'll zip home during break, upload it, whatever. But then I got starting to think, and I was like, you know what? I've already kind of fucked off a schedule, and this right here is more important. I wanted to do this more than just have an episode up for the week, because this is really what I wanted to do. This is what I've been wanting to do for the past couple of months. This, like, getting outside, being in nature, fucking, I know it doesn't feel like it because the car is really right there, but this is what I saw for myself with the podcast, doing more podcasty things, going outside, doing shit. Because like I said, I got a mobile op. We're on a phone, tripod, got a little lapel, got 2 lapels. So, like, I could do this shit anywhere. So I love this stew, don't get me wrong, but I feel like this will motivate me to kind of get out and do shit, literally as well. Like, actually, like, all right, let's go out and do shit. So it was more important to me. I felt like I cared more about having this episode uploaded today on Monday than I felt about, oh, well, let's just push out an episode for the week so that way I can say I had an episode for the week, Because to be honest, I'm not that pressed, and I don't think y'all at home are that pressed. I don't think anyone's sitting there scratching, being like, "Where's the next Random Rambles video? Where's the next Random Rambles video?" I don't think so. So it's like, you know what? Fuck it. What's the difference? Is it that big of a deal if it was uploaded Sunday versus uploaded Monday? No. But is it a bigger difference? Me being in the studio, same old, talking at like whatever time we're talking at about whatever versus this? I'd say this is most definitely a bigger difference. So I was like, fuck it. We'll run up on Monday. Did I wake up later than I intended to? Yes. And then I was coming to the realization of like, all right, well, I'm just going to bang out the pod today, so fuck it. And I kind of kept snoozing, and I kind of kept getting tired. And I was like, all right, I need to get up. So we finally dusted the cobwebs at like 1:45, 1:50-ish. And then out the door a little after 2, and then we just been ripping up the mountain pretty much ever since. I had to get some gas, of course, but yeah, we're here. We're outdoors. We're in Mother Nature. It feels great right now, but it's probably because we're like 8,000 feet in the air. It's like probably 20 to 30 degrees cooler up here than it is down there. So there's like a slight, ever so slight breeze, and we're about 8,000 feet up. So if it's like $1.03 down there, yeah, we're probably chilling in like the 70s up here. Like, it's not cold by any means, but I'm not hot at all. This is like the perfect temperature. Like, if the wind wasn't blowing, because the wind's making it a little bit more cool, the wind wasn't blowing, you wouldn't even feel the temperature, It'd just be like I don't know if that means like a lukewarm temperature, but it'd just be like, huh. Not hot, not cold, not warm, not chilly, just zoom. But yeah, we're fucking here. We're yapping on a fucking mountain. We did it. Next week's episode, no idea where we'll be at, but I do plan on being somewhere else for that episode as well. So, yeah, that's the new little, I don't know if I talked about it before, but that's like it's the new little thing I want to do with the pod, is I want to start going places. Like, if not interviewing people and talking to people, I want to start like going to places and like doing shit like this. Because I don't know. I feel like this is, oh my God. Oh shit. Oh fuck, that's a woodpecker. What's up, dude? Holy shit. Wow, you guys, wow, your chest looks really cool. Yo, what's up, dude? What's up? Damn. You came with Shoddy? Damn. I don't know if y'all probably can't see him, but that fucker's right there. He's about to go grrr. You're about to fuck up my audio, huh? Yo, Shoddy dip, bro. Shoddy dip. She's like, yo, let's go peck all these trees. Let's leave this kid alone. Buddy's looking like he really wants to. Buddy's squaring up with that fucking tree. He's like, Buddy's looking like he wants to. I mean, it's just a little baby bitch branch. It's not like even you're going to hit the real tree. I mean, bro, you're posted up on a branch. There, I was going to say, follow shot he did. But he was posted up on a branch, kind of swaying in the wind, going like this. Like, am I about to fucking fight this motherfucker? It's like, dude, it's not worth it. Why would you woodpeck the branch when you're in a forest? There's a whole bunch of trees. All right, well, that's like the closest I've been to a woodpecker. That was cool. Damn, motherfucker's got a bright ass head. He's literally a redhead. What the fuck? That was cool. All right. See, look at that. You don't get you don't get that bullshit in the fucking bedroom. I tell you that much. You don't get that bullshit in the studio. I tell you that much. Nope, nope, nope. We got real nature out here, baby. We got real nature. But yeah, we're just posted up, casual little campsite. You know, I could be over here grilling, chilling. Be over here, you know, dressing stuff up. Fuck, if I was a big back, I could have brought a whole bunch of stuff to like grill and grub out here. But I'm not. I'm not trying to do a solo. That's actually like one of the bigger back statements I made. Bringing all this shit up here to do this by yourself, that's fucking wicked. Grubbing out and making a spread of burgers and dogs, and just by yourself up here, that's crazy. No, that's crazy. I couldn't do that. But yeah, here we are. Some exciting, interesting new developments. We officially got our guard card, or rather, I don't want to say that yet. We finished the training for it. We finished the training yesterday, submitted the training, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't read the email yet. I just saw the header of it on my phone before I went out the door. But I believe that I also have the basically certification or certificate of me completing the course. I'm pretty sure I have that emailed to me now. So now, which is part of the homework that I was supposed to do today, but it's okay because I can do it tomorrow, is I got to get fingerprinted. I got to get a passport picture. I got to get those documents, and then I got to get a money order to make out, or like a cashier's check to make out to pay for like fees or whatever the fuck. But theoretically, within this week, because today's Monday, so fuck it. By the time we make this next episode, because we'll record it later this week, I'm off, I think, Saturday. So we'll most definitely do an episode Saturday, probably upload it on Sunday. So this week, we'll find out the process of that. Because I'm going to put my 2 weeks in. Today's the 7th, so in about a week from now, a week from today, next Monday or so, sometime next week, I'll put in my 2 weeks, clock out, because I'm going to go on vacation. I'm visiting my sister out of state from the 11th to the 18th of November. So I wanted to make sure that I had enough time before I went. I just want to have enough time in between vacation, but still working enough to make up enough money, because I got about, it'll be less than that after today, but I got about 600 bones saved up. It'll be less than that because I got to pay fees and however much it costs to fingerprint and passport, whatever the fuck. So I'll be down like 100 something bucks for that. But yeah, we're chilling at around like 600 bucks right now, and then I get paid Wednesday. That'll be another like 3 and some change. So I'm trying to have at least a band saved up before I go to California. And then ideally what I want to have happen is get a security job either before, like locked in before I go on vacation, and let them know like, hey, I'll be on vacation, but rest of the year, whatever the fuck, I can work whenever, or be able to line it up to where I can get a job after I get back from vacation. Because I've been working this current job for the past 2 years, getting paid every week. Now, in between this job and my previous job, because I worked at Five Guys from like this time actually of 2019 up until right before the pandemic in 2020, like March of 2020. So for about 2 years, between 2020 and 2022, I hadn't been working or hadn't been making any money since I was 16, 17, because I've been working since I was like 16, 17. So that 2 year period is the only time since I was about 16, 17 until now where I hadn't been working, hadn't had money. And, circumstances were different, pandemic, staying at home, whatever the fuck. I was more complacent. I was like, yeah, whatever. As long as I have these minimal things, I can live, whatever. Now it's to a point where thankfully I've paid off important bills that matter more beyond just entertainment. But now I have shit that I got to pay for, which it goes beyond just like, the routine of like getting toiletries or getting stuff for the house or whatever the fuck that I would be able to do before with not that much money. Now it's like I have shit that renews annually, whatever. Like, for example, a great example, I pay like 20 something bucks a month to use the editing software that we edit everything on here for. And you'd be like, why are you doing that? It's fucking stupid. And I'm like, well, to be honest with you, like, I could use free software, but I'm already at the point where I've been using this software for so long and I already understand it, and there's a lot of tutorials on how to do it. I'm honestly thinking about just in the beginning of the year buying a yearly package instead of doing monthly, because the monthly is fucking cheeks. But that is something, for example, where I pay like 20 bucks a month, 20 something bucks a month, so that way I can edit my videos and upload them, whatever. Could I use a free software? Yes, I believe I was using a free software for a little bit before. It wasn't the same. It's not the same. And at this point, there's so many things that I use with it, or I've done a lot of videos now. Well, not a lot, but I've done a decent amount of videos now through Adobe that editing through something else. Like I use an iPhone, but I don't have iMovie, so I don't know how to edit on iMovie, nor do I really want to learn. So like that's just an example of something that I have monthly that I got to pay for. I'm sure if push comes to shove, would I delete that and like not use it? Sure, and then like use free software. I'm sure I could find a way. But fuck, I mean, I don't even know how long I've been using Adobe for. Probably this whole year, maybe into 23. I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't know how long I've been using it for, but it's the only software I've been using primarily for all of the content that we do, whether it's the Twitch, WeedTube, this channel, whatever. So I'm not even sure what I did before this now, but that's all just to say that there's shit like that where I want to pay for that rather. I want to pay for that so I have the access to use that for, creating content and stuff like that. But I've estimated it's about $100 a month or a little over $100 a month of shit like that, like monthly bills that I want to have, not necessarily need, because push comes to shove, I just need fucking food, water, shelter. But to live a somewhat enjoyable life and be able to feel somewhat, tapped in with stuff, it's about 100 something bucks a month for all the shit that I got. So I figure if I could save up like a little over a band. I mean, I'm not trying to spend a whole bunch in California, but I know California is expensive. But yeah, it's not. I was talking to my mom about this, where it's like for the past, couple years working, sure, money leaves the bank account, but I have that in the back of my head of like, oh, I don't give a shit because today is what day? I get paid that day, right? Like today, I was like, oh yeah, it's Monday, but I get paid Wednesday. But not having that assurance, not knowing where the money's coming from, or knowing that the money is going to hit, it already has changed my relationship with money and how I look at stuff financially. But especially when I'm really pushed out of the nest, which ultimately is what I feel like I need to do at this point, because it was the same way with my first job transition and the second job I got before the pandemic. But I've just gotten complacent with what I'm doing, and it's gotten to the point where I'd rather be miserable and complacent than try something else. But then, like, the fear of something new, something different, oh, this, that, and the third, prevents me from doing something else. So then I'm stuck in this loop of, oh, I hate myself. I got to wake up and go work a job that I don't want to do. Oh, great. These people are on. It's going to be an XYZ day. I'd rather do that than do the uncomfortable and do the unknown of like, well, fuck it. Stop doing that. Stop being that loop. Figure something else out. And it's gotten to the point recently where I can't be complacent anymore. I can't keep doing this for the sake of my own health and well-being. I can't, especially with the holiday season fast approaching. I can't. I'm burnt out. I've been doing this more than I thought I'd be doing this. I think every day about the people that I'll have memories of shit that I did with somebody a year and a half ago, and I'm like, damn, I wonder what they're up to. I wonder what they're doing. What's happening to them? Fuck, even with my sister, I'll think the other day like, shit, remember when, she's at Starbucks and she'd, hook it up with whatever the fuck, right? Or even before I worked there, she'd hook it up and stuff like that. There's little shit like that, or thinking about like the homies that I used to work with and how like none of those people are here anymore. It's like, damn, bro, like I've been here for far too long, and I've finally come to a breaking point, or I guess a fork in the road, where I no longer want to be complacent. I no longer am okay with where I'm at and what I'm doing. And I would rather right now take that leap of faith and jump off, not knowing what's on the other side, than stay on this side, still knowing that, oh, well, shit sucks and you hate it, but, you'll make money on this day and, oh, you'll get paid this day, you know? I just can't. I'm no longer in a position where I can. And I'm also, and I said before, I'm at a point in my life where I want more for myself, Do I know exactly what that is or what that means? No. But I know what I'm doing right now and what I've been doing isn't what I want to continue to be doing. And the only thing that's keeping me doing this is fucking money, right? Like, most of the people I work with, I don't give a fuck, I didn't work today, and I haven't thought about a single person that I work with. So take today, being off today, and then put that times a week, then a couple weeks. It's like, okay, realistically, and the people I do give a fuck about, I hang out with them or I have their number. So it's like, I'm only there for money. And it's gotten to the point where I'm really, really, really only there for money. And it's like, fuck, dude. How much am I selling myself for? What is the value of myself? Minimum wage, stressing out, hating myself, working customer service, getting shit on by people. Like, no, that's not. Do I know what I want for myself? Not 100%, but I know I don't want that for myself, And here I am, 25, going to be 26 next year. It's like, I don't know. It's not, like I said before, it's not like a keeping up with the Joneses kind of thing, but it's just more of satisfying and fulfilling where I feel like I would be at, I keep thinking, like, what would the middle school version of me think of myself right now? What would the 15-year-old version of me think of what I'm doing right now, Because it is, a little bit of keeping up with the Joneses, but, like, being on social media and seeing shit, I most definitely, from what I've seen online, have been living a path that has been, I mean, I guess it's social media. People don't always post about it, but there's a lot of motherfuckers I know from middle school and high school that are either doing some kind of real estate, they're doing some kind of business professional, Charles Schwab, motherfuckers out here getting married, motherfuckers out here having kids, a lot of this shit. A girl I went to elementary school, and like her mom and my mom and our whole family were clicked up. Yesterday, I saw her proposal pictures on Instagram. And that's great for them. And I'm not saying I even want that life or anything like that. But it's just kind of a checkpoint where it's like, damn, dude. Melissa from 3rd grade just posted a picture of like her fucking 2-year-old baby or whatever the fuck. And I'm still out here just feeling like a 5th grader, So it's not that I'm comparing myself to these people of like, oh, that's where I should be, or oh, that's what I need to be in life. What's wrong with you? It's just, I look at that and I think, holy fuck, we're old enough to be lawyers. We're old enough to have kids. We're old enough to be attorneys. We're old enough, like, dead ass, a kid I paid fucking football, touch football within middle school is a fucking developer in the big city and does like real estate and shit. And a girl I had biology class, she's a fucking realtor. So it's like, god damn, bro. And it's not that E couldn't do these things. It's not that E wants to do these things. But I just look at them and I think, like, holy fuck. Not that long ago, we were fucking around doing whatever. And now that's where people are at in life, is doing that kind of shit, And in that way, it makes me look at myself and think, what the fuck am I doing, I'm just kind of bumbling around, stumbling around, not really knowing what the fuck to do. Meanwhile, people over here are like, yeah, this is it. And it's like, god damn, there's hella people I know that are cops or sheriffs or fucking working criminal justice system. And it's like, damn, dude. Great for them. Awesome for them. Fuck, I even know a couple professional football or like football, baseball people, right? Like, god damn, that motherfucker's playing for the college ball. That's awesome. But then I look at myself and I'm like, what am I doing? And not that there's anything necessarily wrong with what I am doing or I'm not doing, but I don't know. I just look at myself and I feel like, as of late, the person I am, the things I do, a younger version of myself would be like, come on, dude, what are you doing, man? Like, Come on, bro. Because I know in myself, and other people have told me the potential that is myself, you know, and I just feel like it's a matter of finding what other people see in myself and finding a way to bring that out. Because I do feel like ultimately there is a version of me that is the person that I not only want to be, but that I should be, you know? And that person's cool, you know? And I like that person, or the idea of that person is cool and sounds cool. It's just a matter of me figuring out and finding a way to becoming that person, you know? Because there are some times where I feel like, okay, I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing, or I am doing what I should be doing. We're on the right track. But then there's other times where I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? What are we doing? You know? Like there's days, and I guess it just boils down to what I'm doing. You know, like something like this feels like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what I should be doing. And then days when I wake up and I have to go to work and do a shitty schedule, I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Why am I doing this to myself? You know? I'm like, the job I'm working is literally just because I get paid. If there wasn't a financial incentive for me to be there, I wouldn't be doing that. I don't even remotely like what I do, but yet I don't have an option because not having money isn't a thing. I can't not have money. So we're in this beautiful rat race of doing shit that we don't want to for money because we have to have money, but then not being able to explore other things that we want or need to do because we don't have the support to be going doing those things, you know? Like half the reason, a big part of the reason I'm even looking into the security is a pivot because I don't want to get paid, or I don't want to not get money, but I don't want to be paid doing what I want to do right now. Do I want to do security? Not necessarily, no. Did I ever think that I would do security? No. But as it stands right now, from the liminal little bit of research I've done, they make way more money than I do and do comparable or less than I do right now. So it's like, fuck, pay me $17, $18 an hour to go drive around a parking lot and then write a report every hour about what the fuck happened, you know? Because the thing I learned in the class, there's over 700 different agencies in the state of Arizona that once you get your basic bitch guard card, you can work for any one of them. And then there's different layers. You can do armored security. You can do whatever the fuck, right? But just getting this card gets you in the door 700 different agencies. So I'm thinking, all right, fuck me. I should be able to find something with a reasonable schedule and a reasonable pay. And it's not like I'm some fucking cop front line. Watch out, it's dangerous. Like dead ass in the fucking training, they're talking about like, yeah, you might not want to use your own vehicle. If possible, use a company vehicle because people don't like us just as much as police. And, you know, God forbid they attack your vehicle and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, sure. Maybe in certain circumstances, security, sure, fine. People are like, oh, is that a security card? Fuck it up. Ugh. But motherfucker, the shit that I've seen, fuck, the shit that I'm trying to get into, these grocery store shit, nobody gives a fuck about the security at a goddamn grocery store. Half these dickweeds don't even have their fucking shirt tucked in. So no, I'm not worried or afraid that some crazy maniac is gonna fucking key my car or fucking deflate my tires or some shit. I've literally watched these people sit in the fucking shade and read a book and get paid more than me while I'm inside getting yelled at. Why is this way? Why is it that like that? And I'm like, all right, I'm done. I tap me out. You make $3 more than me and do way less than me, please. So that's where I'm at right now. I would rather do that than do this. And then ideally, the pivot I want to get into and I can set up with this new job and scheduling and all that is I want to go to school and be an electrician. Fuck. If not for just doing entertainment and doing the shit I'm doing now, I wouldn't mind having a career and making a career off of being an electrician. When I think of myself and my future self and what the younger version of me would think, like an electrician making X amount a year doing a trade, like I don't know, maybe it's like some old machismo, but to me that sounds kind of badass. You know, being in a neon yellow fucking long sleeve, boot cut jeans, big old fucking DeWalt boots on, walking around, doing whatever bullshit. Like, to me, that sounds more like what I'd want to do or something that I should be doing compared to what I'm doing right now, you know? And all this really got started this time last year, when they were renovating the Starbucks and they completely tore it down and built up a new one, whatever the fuck. over that course of 2 weeks, I was working fucking like every goddamn day. But me working all the time, I got to see these shitters come in, and I got to see what these shitters were doing. And I'm like, damn, this motherfucker's coming in at 4 o'clock, done by like 9 o'clock. He just did some this bullshit. This guy did over the, like, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to be. That is the thing that I see myself doing and being, is that. If not for entertainment and making stuff, if not for yapping to people and eventually making music and reacting to stuff and streaming, like, if not doing that is my purpose, I also feel like and feel very content with just working as an electrician and doing electrician stuff, you know? And the ideal version of myself, or one of the ideal versions of myself, is a healthy work-life balance of making enough money that I don't have to worry from being an electrician, and then being able to also do content creation pretty much full time, or maybe I guess technically part time, because that's where I'm at right now, where I want to make content and I have ideas and I want to do stuff. I just don't have the money, and I don't have necessarily the scheduling or the time to do these things, right? Like, I would love to ball out and upgrade a whole bunch of different I would love to record on not an iPhone 8. Shout out Crystal, I still love and appreciate you. We're still rocking the iPhone 8. But goddamn, I'm looking at spending like $150 on a fucking used phone website so I can go get like an iPhone 11 or some shit. Like, that's where we're at right now, you know? And I want to go out and get a fucking $1,000 fucking camcorder that could zoom and you could see a fucking, I don't know, a pair of titties in the valley down there or some shit. You know, that's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to get to. But right now, I'm just at the point where it's like, oh, I can maybe squeeze buying a $150 used phone as a camera. We'll see, you know? But I'm just glad that I've gotten to this point where I've realized, because for a lot of my life, and I don't know if it is just the age or whatever, but a lot of my life was spent very wayward from day to day, not knowing necessarily what I wanted to do. And I guess that honestly also led to a lot of like depression and aimlessness of just like not necessarily knowing what of or what to be or what to have as a purpose, and not feeling like I have one. But now, and I've said it before, one of the only good things about this job, other than getting paid, is that it's really showed me what I do care about, you know? Am I still a DGen that sleeps until 6 p.m. on his days off? Yes, but instead of me being okay with it or rolling back over and being like, oh, just who gives a shit, I'll sleep a little bit more. Now, when I wake up, I'm like, fuck, you asshole. You're supposed to do all this shit. You had this to do, this to do, this to do, you know? So, a good thing of spending all my fucking time here at something I don't want to do is that it's made my time outside of that, like this, all that much more valuable to myself. Where it's like, no, asshole, get up, go to the fucking mountain, record a goddamn podcast, because tomorrow you're going to be working 5 hours, 8 to fucking noon, because yeah, you closed 2 to 10 the day before, 2 days before, and then 8 to 12 because fuck you, that's why. So it's like, all right, well, let's use the time that we're not going to hate ourselves doing that, doing stuff that I want to do, that I ultimately feel like I need to be doing, you know? And yeah, I just want to get financially stable to the point where I can focus on all of those things. And who knows, maybe the security could be the pivot. Maybe instead of going to school and doing the electrician thing, maybe the security ends up being the financial stability that we need, and then fuck, we pop off with streaming or YouTube or whatever the fuck, and then we can make a living doing that. But yeah, I'm thankfully starting to have more of an idea or more of a loose goal of what I want to do and what I feel like I ultimately need to do. Because before, it was just a lot of aimless, purposeless, waking up whenever, not really giving a shit. I mean, I'd sleep a lot of the time just because I didn't feel like I had anything else to do. And I was like, oh, well, what's the point of being awake right now and doing whatever the fuck? I have nothing else to do. Might as well go sleep. And that's how I spent a lot of the past few years of my life. I've just been fucking sleeping and dormant, you know? But over this past, working this job, and especially over this past year, especially over the past few months, you know, going into this year in January, I'm like, all right, bet. I'm going to I'm going to save from now until, because my birthday's in April, I'm going to save up from now until my birthday. Boom, cash out. I'm going to be done with this shitty job by the time it's my birthday. Birthday rolls around, I got fucking $20 in my bank account. Like, all right, fuck. Well, you know what? The Suicide Boys concert, that shit's in September, so I'm definitely gonna be gone by then. Then lo and behold, September rolls around and we're still working, baby. So here we are, October, a month, almost a month to the day after the concert. Um, and I'm finally, again, I'm at the point where I can't. Except the difference this time is I have what feels like a different avenue, and I also like the timing. I purposefully hadn't requested it because I knew I was like, dude, if you request to take, and I did it with Suicide Boys. I knew if I requested to take the time off, that more than likely I would be there anyway, and that would just not necessarily give me the excuse, but it's like, oh well, I already asked for the time off, so I'm gonna have the time off anyway. I purposefully didn't do that with this because I'm not gonna be here, and that's my insurance policy of not being there because it's what, a few weeks from now, or no, like a little over a month from now that I'll be there in California, boots on the ground. So no, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to keep up with this rat race and like, oh well, this and that. Like, I'm done. I'm done. I honestly, I can't. I don't want to. And as soon as I find something else, I won't need to. But it's gotten to the breaking point. Like I was telling my mom, I was like, you know what? I'd rather face the unknown and embrace the fear of than stay complacent and keep doing what I'm doing. Because it's also getting to the point where the last homies that I do have at work, they're also feeling the same way. And it's not to, I mean, I don't know. There is a decent part of me that has, I guess, stayed because of other people or has been harder to let go because of certain people. Um, like a little small part of me. Because, I have made good friends from this job, but it's gotten to a point where, I look at any given day and it's all like random people or people I don't give a shit about or whatever the fuck. And it's at the point where the last few homies I have at work, they're leaving or they want to leave or they're doing the same shit that I'm doing where they're like, fuck this, I'm done. So it's really ultimate. It's like, well, goddamn, what the I hate being here. They hate being here. I don't even have homies to be with. Like, not to say that I'm only working because I have friends there, but I'll tell you what, it definitely makes your shift and your day go by better when you have people that you fuck with or people that can make it easier on you versus dickhead management or people that are just fucking unbearable to be with. The people that you work with, your coworkers, really can make or break a shift. And I'm at a point where I'm seeing less and less people that are familiar or that I fuck with, and now it's just new person A, new person B, new person C. I'm like, all right, bro, I've spent way too much time. And another facet of it that I've realized is that I keep building up and accruing skills in a field of work that I don't want to be a part of. Why do I keep working in a field and accruing skills for something that I don't want to even do long term? Like, great. I have 2 years of customer service and cashierial experience under my belt. Sure, that'll look great on a resume. But I'm not trying to do this anymore. I'm not trying to be customer service. I'm not trying to be cashier. I'm trying to do anything else. So why am I sitting here day by day going and developing skills that are only useful in something that I don't give a shit about? I need and want to be doing anything else because nothing that I'm doing right now is helping myself or putting myself in a better position. So finally, I'm actually helping myself instead of hurting myself. And I did the training. I'm pretty sure they emailed me the information. Tomorrow after work, I'm going to go get fingerprinted. I'm going to get my passport picture. I'm going to get a cashier's check or a money order, whatever the fuck. And then I'm going to submit and get my guard card. And then I'll find out however much time it takes for that to go through. In the meantime, I'll be earnestly looking at security jobs. And hopefully by the end of this week, who knows? I might have a new job or I might have prospects into a new job. Because, like I was telling my mom also earlier, I don't know why, but it feels like for whatever reason, I guess maybe because it's similar to like college or something. Like, I don't know. In my brain, the thought of me having to go through some kind of training or some kind of certification in order to get in the field makes me feel like my chances of actually finding something will be higher than what I've been doing. because I've been applying to tens, if not damn near 100 different things at this point, right? Over the past few months and everything, trying to find something. And the most I'll get is like an email response or whatever the fuck. And then I'll try and, I'll shoot myself in the foot, and maybe I'll have an interview that I don't show up to or whatever the fuck, But of like, let's say 50 jobs I've applied to, I've gotten maybe 3 or 4 interviews, right? That's all to say. I feel like it's because I'm just kind of just a name, a number on a piece of paper floating through whatever. I don't know why, but I feel like because I went through the certification and it's more of a niche job, I guess, I feel like my prospects of getting a job or finding a job will be easier. Like my brain's thinking like, okay, well, if any Tom, Dick, and Harry can work minimum wage and go work at Target, then Target won't really give a fuck. But I mean, technically any Tom, Dick, and Harry with $50 could buy this course and then sit down for 8 hours but at the same time, if they could, there'd be a lot more security people, right? Or if they wanted to, there'd be a lot more security people, but there's way more retail and grocery people than there are security people. So that makes me think, all right, this certification, whatever the fuck, would be worth it, or going through this training would be worth it because in some way it would give me a leg up in being able to actually find a job. Because like I said, seeing the people that do this job, holy fuck, and especially going through the training now, they are so unprofessional. A big part of the training was like your uniform and how you present yourself. There's like 3 security guards that we have. They don't even fucking tuck their shirts in, half tucked in, hat to the side. Like they look like they woke up in the parking lot 20 minutes before they got here. Like it's bad. And now I'm finding out that like, yeah, no, you're like supposed to be professional like the whole time. And that you not only reflect yourself, but you reflect the company. I'm like now looking at through the lens of like, damn, that's how you represent the company. They paid you. They'll definitely pay me. What the fuck? I'll look like a Boy Scout compared to you. What the fuck? That's crazy. You don't even have your fucking shirt tucked in. What are you doing, bro? You look mad unprofessional. But I didn't realize that, and I think most people don't realize that until going through something like the training. Now, can you see somebody with their shirt like untucked, whatever, and be like, that guy doesn't look that professional? Sure. But again, it wasn't until I'm seeing other examples of other security people, shirt tucked in, belt, whatever the fuck. I'm like, oh, so yeah, that's more like what, because you're in uniform. That looks more like, for fuck's sake, I look more professional in my goddamn fucking polo and my slacks than you do, and you're fucking security, and you represent all that bullshit. So that was another thing that kind of spurred me into, similarly with like watching the people building Starbucks and be like, I want to do that. I saw the people that do in security at our own store, and I'm like, bro, I could do that. And now realizing that the job really is just customer service, and it isn't even like on some cop shit. Like you are literally a glorified narc. You literally just tell the cops anything and everything that happens. That's your job. So I'm like, oh, bet. I don't even have to stand at the thing and be like, sir, please. Like, I'm not even necessarily supposed to. Sure, I could citizen's arrest, but I better be goddamn sure. Like, I'm damn near watch this dude stab this motherfucker before I go in and try and citizen's arrest him, because that's how sure they want you to be. Like, are you sure? Like, you pretty much, like, are you sure they committed at least a felony? Because, like, that's pretty much the, like, I'm like, all right, bet. I don't even have to do necessarily, like, the cop version or the cop parts of what I thought security would have been, of actually having to do something like that. I literally just stand back, write down everything that happens in detail, and then submit that report. Guess what? I was great at writing in high school. Holy shit, I could write a 5-paragraph essay or 3-paragraph essay in like 15 minutes, depending on the topic. So you're telling me I'm now getting paid more money to then write what the fuck just happened over the past hour in all caps? Bet. Bet. Run it the fuck up. These dickweeds are out. They're in after I am, and they're out before I am. I'm working, let's say, 2 to 8:30. They're in at like 2:30, or they're in at like 3, out at like 7. The fuck? And all they did was sleep in the fucking shade and read a book and then come back and write a report. Nothing to report here. And they make $17, $18 an hour? Right. Meanwhile, I'm eating ass and sucking shit from some old bitchy person that doesn't understand how technology works but yet it's my fault. I'm the asshole, and I have to fix everything. And I make $3 less than you for that? Right. Yeah, no, they got me all kinds of fucked up. They got me all kinds of fucked up. They got me all kinds of fucked up. So yeah, I'm glad that I went through and did this training. It was literally, and that's another crazy thing. That's also like a fuck you with all of this. One of the security guards, I asked him, I was like, yo, how'd you get into this? How did you get into security? They told me, honestly, I just applied on Indeed. I didn't have any of the bullshit. They paid for my fucking training. I was like, are you fucking, huh? So you're telling me you just applied on Indeed, didn't even have, and it says in bolds for like everything, must have guard card, do not apply if you don't have guard card. You read that, still applied. They're like, no problem, we'll pay for your training. Here you go, welcome. Huh? Well, fuck my titties raw. If you were able to do that, god damn it, I'll pay for the course myself. I don't give a shit. I don't need a fucking sugar daddy company. I'll pay for the training myself. Hire me. What the fuck? What the fuck? We're not even meeting the fucking basic specifications of the job and just getting the job? Sign me the fuck up. What? Easy, easy, easy. And like I said, from the little bit of research that I did, these motherfuckers are making way more than me. Some of these dick weevils were making 20, 23 an hour. Like, what the fuck? And that's just doing basic bitch, just roaming the parking lot, making shit, hired. Ugh, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's honestly crazy. And I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass like, dude, I should have done something like this before. Because holy fuck, it doesn't seem like the barrier to entry is that high, but yet they're paying way more. So it's like, I don't really have any skills. I don't necessarily have any education. All the skills I built up is from like minimum wage stuff. How do we pivot that into something that is, higher earning, higher making more money? Fuck it. I guess just get a little fucking certificate thing, get a little guard card, and fuck it, you're good. So now, or when it goes through, I'll be able to do security in the state of Arizona for the next 2 years at anything, at anywhere. So it's like, all right, why didn't I do this before? But then again, I feel like it's such a niche thing. You don't think about something like that, I don't think about being security. I never really thought much of security, but here I am now on the other side of it. And I'm like, fuck, I should have done this before. What the fuck? But I'm glad I'm at least doing it now and realizing this now. So it's something I can pivot to. Because, yeah, I don't want to. I'm good on all of what I'm doing. I'm getting to the end of it. The homies I'm working with, we're all just pretty much collectively fed up and being like, you know what? This is bullshit. We don't really want to be doing this anymore, And we're not making, like, the ratio of being paid to deal with bullshit is getting kind of fucked up, Before, when I first started, fuck yeah, I'll eat that amount of shit for that much pay. But now the amount of my plate has gotten 3 times bigger, but my wallet has stayed the same. So it's like, okay, I'm eating 3 times the shit, but getting paid the same amount. I'm good on all that. Because, I'll eat shit, but you better pay me accordingly. What the fuck? Sure, I'll be somebody's punching bag because they have horrible emotions and horrible being able to control themselves, but you better pay me like $20 an hour for that. The fuck? I'm not a goddamn therapist. You better pay me therapist rates if I'm going to be a punching bag for somebody. What the fuck? That you just got me all kinds of twisted. Nah, I'll pay you like $14.50 an hour. Right. No, I'm good on all that. So thankfully, we did something good for ourselves. We locked in, did the guard class. We'll this week have it. I'm gonna look into security jobs throughout the week and see what the fuck's going on. Because I don't know if it'd be possible to score a job before I leave or after, but the prospect or the thought of the amount of whatever money that I have at the end of working at the end of this month will be all of the money that I will have for the foreseeable future, that scares me. And I don't like that. And I haven't felt that in the past over 2 years. So I feel like that uncomfortability and that fear will be what I need to push me and drive me to do something and be something else. Because the complacency of knowing like, oh, well, I don't have to because, I hate my life, but at least I got work tomorrow. You know, it's like, all right, well, let's wake up and be like, no, you don't work today or tomorrow or the day after that. How are you going to make money? How are you going to find money? And something I've been thinking of and going to hop back into, going to start flipping clothes and like start doing shit like that. Because I have a closet full of clothes that don't fit me, that are from like high school and shit like that. So if I initially at first thought donate it, like that would be nice, and I have donated, but at the same time, oh hello B, I got some cool shirts and shit like that and some thrifted stuff. So I'm like, all right, instead of just giving it away and letting somebody else make money off of my shit, why don't I try and do that? Why don't I try and go and offer up and let go? Post up a fucking shitter t-shirt for $5, shitter t-shirt for $10, fucking shitter this for fucking, you know? So that will be something I feel like I'll tap into. I really am not working fully because I looked into like shit like Instacart or DoorDash. You have to have like commercial insurance, and that shit's like way more expensive than what I have right now. And I do not make enough money to be able to afford doing commercial insurance. But I know for a fact that if I were to try and like sneaky beaky and do it without being insured, I would have the kind of luck to get in trouble with something. Because technically, you're supposed to, and by signing up and being a DoorDash person, whatever third party delivery, you're supposed to have commercial insurance. So if you get into a car crash or whatever the fuck, coverage, whatever adult bullshit. But I know for a fact that I have the kind of luck that it wouldn't even be my fault. Somebody would hit me and then I'd get in trouble because I would do the thing where like it's like your mom be like, you know, Billy, you better not do that. Something will happen. You're like, no, I'll be fine, mom. I don't need to worry about it. Then that exact thing happens. That's exactly how I would feel like being like, come on, Billy, you know you need to have you need to have commercial insurance in order to do DoorDash. I'll be like, I'll be fine. I'm just delivering fucking shitter food. Who gives a shit? And then boom, some dickweed fucking bumper fender smashes me in the back, and then now I got a fucking case going on. And like, oh, you were doing delivery? Okay, what's your insurance? Oh, it was private and not fucking the right one. You're a whole can of worms. So do I know there's people that work for 100? There was a fucking homeless person that was doing DoorDash. That's crazy. I don't even know how they deliver the shit. But I know for a fact that there are people that do this shit that aren't covered and aren't doing the bare minimum that they should be. But they're not me, and they don't have the same luck or lack of luck that I have or would have. So I'm not going to jinx it. I'm not going to, because at first I was like, fuck it. I'll just quit and do like Instacart, DoorDash, and whatever the fuck, because I did that a little bit before in like 2020, 21. But now it's like, yeah, no, you got to have like insurance for that. And that insurance, it costs a little bit. And not that I don't trust myself, I just don't trust other motherfuckers out there. So I could already foresee that happening, of something happening, and god damn it, now I'm not covered. Now I can get in trouble, whatever the fuck. So I feel like now more than ever, I'm just done doing what I want to do. Fuck, when that holiday music better not turn on in the next few weeks. If they better, oh my god, I fucking hate Christmas music so much. Oh god, I hate Christmas music so much. Yeah, corporate America and the holidays, I just can't do it. But at the same time, knowing that every time I withdraw money out of the bank account, that it's not coming back in, you know, that is definitely going to drive me and push me to go and like make money somehow, because I don't know enough people, and I'm not trying to be a bad boy to start trapping. So we're not going to start fucking slanging bud or slanging shroomies. I don't know enough people to do that, nor do I want that kind of bullshit. But that's normally what people I know that do know of in this position would do. Like, all right, fuck, I'm just going to start trapping. I'm not working at XYZ place anymore. But now it's just a matter of becoming financially literate. I'm figuring out, okay, what are some legal ways that we could trap? What are some shit or whatever the fuck? So here we are. I'm like, all right, bet. We have some clothes that we're never going to wear. Let's try and sell them to people that would actually want them or use them. Fuck, it might make an Instagram account and figure something out that way. You know, I'll have the free time to do it. I'll be able to figure it out because I won't be working. But yeah, I feel like, especially now at this point in my life, I just need that push, and I need to jump off the ledge and jump off, because I've spent way too much time clinging on to the edge because that was safe and I knew what that was. As shitty as that is, at least I know what that is, you know? But now it's like I'm looking at the fucking 8 foot. It gets dark and dark down at the bottom. And you know what? Fucking, I'm tired of being in the 4 foot kiddie pool section. And I need to go be uncomfortable, make myself uncomfortable, and go over there because I know, not even I think, I know that in that uncomfortability over there will force me to become what I need to be or force me to become what I should be that I'm not right now because I'm hiding behind the veil of, well, you know, I'm always making money doing this. Oh, well, I always got this happening, you know. I just need to kind of take away that from myself and really push myself. So now I have to kind of, you know, kind of just survive, you know, because I've been just kind of complacent and just idling, you know, but now it's a point where I can't idle anymore. I'm running out of gas. So I got to fucking either go off and do something else into the unknown or stay doing what I'm doing. And I didn't even think I'd be doing what I'm doing now for 2 years, you know? Like, I didn't even think I'd be doing this shit for 2 years. And I know I definitely don't want to be doing another year and another year and another year. It's like, fuck, man. We're finally at a point where it's like, enough is enough. We need to do something else. Let's go ahead and do something else. What else can we do? And I was feeling pretty defeated by reaching out and trying a whole bunch of different things and nothing seemingly coming back. But I don't know what it is, but I feel something very different about this. I feel in my bones, I feel something very different about what I'm doing now. And I feel like it's going to be fruitful and it's going to be good. I just have to stick with it and just kind of do it, you know? Damn, has it been already almost an hour? That's incredible. Yeah, it's been almost an hour already. Holy shit, that's crazy. But yeah, it's like 4:30 right now on the mountain. The clouds have been, I don't know how the lighting is on this video. Hopefully it's not too bad, but the clouds have been just kind of slowly rolling in above me. Last time I came up here, which was like a couple weeks ago, I think, it was super fucking, it was like, no, maybe like a month ago at this point, because it is October, but one of the last times I drove all the way fucking up here, and it started raining like 3/4 of the way up, and not just like drizzle, like, oh, let's wait it out, like fucking splat, 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 like paintball splatter size raindrops as I'm coming up like 3/4 up. And I'm like, there's no fucking way that it's raining right now. And then I pull up to the function, pull up to the spot, and it was fucking cats and dog raining. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? And at that point, it was like around this time, maybe a little bit earlier. So it was like 3 something in the afternoon, raining horribly for I don't know how long. I was like, dog, I can't. What the fuck? So then, yeah, kick the can. But here we are. Fuck it. It's 103 degrees down in the valley, and it's like 70 something up here. It feels nice up here. It feels good. Yeah. I don't know. I had to get out of the house. I knew I wanted to get out of the house. I knew I had some other topics. I gotta write down what we're yapping about, but also some other stuff. Uh, oh, that's one of them. Yeah, all right. That's another one. We officially reached 150 followers on the Twitch. I know. Twitch.tv/EelSauce. I know. You're like, yo, a $1.50. I know. And get this, they're real motherfuckers because we had a little trolling a few months ago. I think it was in like July or something. Some motherfucker just bought and sent a whole bunch of bots my way. So for a little bit, I had like 2,000 something followers or whatever the fuck, right? But we have 150, I believe it's 151 real gamers, real people. Fuck, shout out RP Lifeless. Shout out, Bo. Shout out motherfucking Fishman Jack. Shout out You Got a Light. He was in chat last night. Bars. We got gamers. We got gamers pulling up. Of course, shout out Becky. Shout out Elsty. Shout out Big Shark One. Shout out Cargo. Like, we just been, Leans, shout out Just Dez, she's been in the chat. Like, we've been getting a gaggle of gamers popping. Shout out Gross Nuts, you know what I'm saying? That Gross Nuttington. Half soft shout out to Rig Alter TA. Half shout out to that little fucker. But no, we've been collecting a gaggle of gamers, and it's been really fucking fun. Not that it wasn't fun before this, but Twitch is and has been my biggest following or my biggest platform of all the stuff that we've been doing. Because I think every other channel I have, minus the Eel Sauce YouTube, like, I think this and my Weed Tube might be similar, like 20 something subs or something like that, ballpark. So to have 151 people following on the Twitch, that shit's crazy to me. That shit blows my mind. Oh, shout out Techno Freak. How could I forget Techno Freak? That motherfucker, he's been raiding us and helping with viewership. Shout out Techno Freak. He's badass. But yeah, we've met a lot of gamers. No Man's Sky, really, the community on there is really solid. Met a lot of cool people from that. Yeah, we've been grinding the Twitch. Today will be day 252, which it will be uploaded today, Monday, and I will be live tonight. So if you're one of the early birds that watches the YouTube and you've already scrubbed to like an hour deep on the whoever the fuck you are that watches the YouTube videos and also watches the streams, and you're an hour deep on the podcast, but for some reason didn't know we're live right now, bro. Go check it out. Twitch.tv/eelsauce. I'll save you one. You could just scroll down on the link in this video, the description of this video, click like the top link, I think, one of the top links. Boom. There you go. Twitch. Go check it out. Yeah, we've been grinding the Twitch, doing that. That's been fun. I think about maybe a couple weeks ago or something like that. I showed Cargo. I think I'll have to get big back and look at the exact numbers, but we've done over like 1,000 hours of streaming so far, which, something light, something slight. Yeah, no, we've done like, I want to say maybe around 1,500, something like that. I think that's more close to. I think we've done more like 1,500 hours of streaming thus far from like late January up until now. But it's been a lot of fun, bro. It's been a lot of fun. I've been meeting a lot of gamers. We're slowly building up the, I guess, I don't know what you say, viewership. Yeah, we're slowly building up the viewership and getting gamers trickling in and watching and interacting with us and chatting and stuff like that. It's been really fucking fun. Rip Cargo, he got fucking, I mean, he appealed it. I'll have to talk to him to see what happened, but Buddy got banned for 10 days for, I guess, sexual content or whatever, because Buddy was playing VR, and the buddies came in and were a little aggressive, a little reachy grabby when he was in VR. So Buddy caught a 10-day ban for that. So that's that's shitty. Shout out twitch.tv/fall cargo. But yeah, we've just been grinding the YouTube or grinding the Twitch, doing podcasts. I got to upload more videos on the YouTube for the Twitch, but that just comes with, scheduling and time and stuff like that, which I should have ample of in the near future. But yeah, we've just been grinding. It's also, if you haven't been tapped in, it is, yeah, because I don't think we haven't made a video yet for October. It is Shocktober on the stream. So that means we're either playing spooky games or watching scary movies, or a combination of watching scary movies and playing scary games. So that's been really fun. I'm definitely not shitting my pants scared to play because I'm playing Dying Light, which is a zombie video game, and I fucking love zombies. Yeah, zombies. That's like not definitely a top childhood fear of mine. Yeah, no, zombies. Yeah. So I'm playing a zombie game that I played with friends over the years, but I never played by myself because I'm too cool to play by myself. Playing by myself, totally not scared in that game. And then the other game we got is Alien Isolation, which is based off of the Ridley Scott Alien franchise, and yeah, I'm totally not scared. I'm at the point in the game now where they gave us a blicky, and people are showing up dead with like weird shit on their body, and I'm starting to hear shit romping around above me in the vents and shit. So I'm not scared of shit to go play, Alien Isolation and possibly have to go see a xenomorph and fucking cap a xenomorph. I'm not scared at all for that. And I'm not scared that in Dying Light, my next story mission is I have to go out at nighttime. And the whole point of the video game is that the zombies are super scary, powerful at nighttime. So I'm definitely not scared at all to be playing any of the video games I'm playing. I'm rock solid. I'm not fucking scared at all. I totally did not stream for 5 hours yesterday and not even play a game because I wasn't scared. Not at all. But yeah, Shocktober. We're watching spooky stuff, playing spooky stuff. We're watching a movie tonight. Tap into a movie. Because we watched Chucky so far, or I guess Child's Play. Good movie. I like Chucky. I like Child's Play. Gave that a 9 out of 10. And then we saw The Cabin in the Woods, which that movie is the lowest rated movie I've seen since I've been giving ratings. 2 out of 10. I don't know if the movie was trying to be funny, if it was trying to be serious, if it was trying to be a horror movie, if it was trying to be gory. It failed at everything, and no movie pisses me off more than not being able to figure out what the fuck it wants to do. If you're gonna be scary, be scary. If you're gonna be funny, be funny. If you're gonna be be gory, okay? It's not to say that you can't mix them, but holy fuck, you have to do it well, and that movie does it horribly. Like something like Scary Movie, that's funny because it's making fun of scary movies, but it's also kind of like a scary movie and whatever. That's something that's good. But holy fuck, The Cabin in the Woods was so weird and confusing and shitty. Don't waste your time. Don't watch it. It's not worth it. Ugh, terrible. But I believe those are the only movies we've watched so far, horror movies. No. We watched The Haunting in Connecticut. That was good. That was like a 7.5 out of 10. It wasn't too bad. Spoopy, haunted house, but also kind of, I fucked with it. I liked it. But goddamn, The Cabin in the Woods was a waste of fucking time, and I'm pissed off that I wasted whatever time it was to even watch that goddamn movie. But tonight, we'll probably end up watching Saw, because I realized Saw and Chucky were like some things that I hadn't seen before. Like I've seen Jason, I've seen Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street, fucking Halloween. I've seen all the other ones, Hellraiser, but I realized I hadn't seen Chucky and I hadn't seen Saw before. So we ran up Chucky, thoroughly surprised. I thought the first one was great. Child's Play 1988. I thought that movie was great. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's run up Saw tonight and we'll see what Saw has in for us. From what I understand, all I know, creepy ventriloquist, swirly red cheek eyebrow, cheek things, and I think it's putting people in traps and making them do fucked up shit to get out of them or something like that. I think this might be it. I could be totally off, but I think that there's a scene where there's a key in a glass box and then this lady puts her hand in it to grab it, but then she can't quite grab it, but then it's like there's blades on the inside of it, so then when she goes to like bring her hand in, it's like cutting her or whatever, which is like the hand version of if you ever stuck your finger, like for me, like if you stuck like your pinky finger in the lid of like a to-go cup and you try and pull it back up, like it's like the same thing, like a little thing like trying to stab you. I think that was Saw. I could be wrong. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, we're going to watch Saw tonight. We're definitely going to play a scary game that I'm not at all in any way, shape, or form scared to be playing at all. I'm rock solid. I'm not fucking afraid. Yeah, we're going to run that up on Twitch. So I think we'll probably call it here. It should be a little over an hour at this point. I think hour and some change. Let's see. Because I think my thing's a little off when we started. Okay. Oh, yeah, bet. It's been like an hour and 10 minutes. Fuck yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all for being tapped in. If you made it to this point in the video, do like a little pine tree. Do like a little tree emoji or like a little acorn. Or if there's a pine cone, do a pine cone. Yeah, tree, acorn, pine cone, something outdoorsy. Fuck, maybe a little campfire. Something, I don't know. Maybe a picture of a mountain, emoji of a mountain. Do a little mountain emoji. Yeah, something mountain related. Drop it in the comments below so that I know that you're a real one, that you made it this far. I appreciate y'all. And yeah, next week's episode will be technically uploaded this week at the end of the week, but whatever. It doesn't matter. But I appreciate y'all as always, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.